man, Mac the Reactor, fresh out the trash compactor. You all know me by now. It's your favorite England-born, somewhat Australian sounding Reactor. He's a big boss like Rick Ross. He goes harder than Slipknot. He's in permanent beast mode without even applying the cheat code, baby. He's so crazy. I'm back, man, and I just hit 500 subscribers. Thank you so much, man. I said to you all yesterday that I was nearly there, but when I woke up today, I was on like 540 or something. So y'all are really, really helping me get there. So you'll know when I hit the 1,000, I got something special coming, man. I already talked about it in all the other reactions. I'm going to get straight into it, man. You'll know sometimes I like to, just say some things in the intro, but I really just want to dive in today, man. So we're going to get into something by one of the Mac Pack. I love you all. You'll know this. Keep talking to me, man. You know I want you to keep talking to me. At Mac the Reactor on Twitter if you want to talk outside of here. Now, Jimmy MC has said, reacted Billie Eilish covers yesterday, please. And I said, I'm from Liverpool, so of course I'm going to react to yesterday. So we're going to react to Billie Eilish yesterday, and it's from Liverpool, where the Beatles are from. So this song means a lot to me, man. I mean, I grew up on it. You know what I'm saying? There's really not... I mean, I grew up a couple of blocks from where Paul McCartney lived. You know what I mean? And then a couple of blocks that way was... What did my mom tell me? It wasn't John Lennon's house. Although I lived very close to John Lennon's house too. I used to walk past it on the way to school. What was it? A couple of blocks that way? George Harrison's house. Sorry, that's whose house it was. Anyway, enough about me because I always do this. We're gonna get straight into it. Billie Eilish. Yesterday, this is a cover. This is the main link I could find. It was on Billie Eilish's channel. So let's see what it's all about, man.
Trouble seems so far away. Now it looks as though they're here to stay. I believe in yesterday.
This is such a different. That piano was so beautiful because it's still in the rhythm of yesterday, like the way I would always remember it. But her vocals are more of a When Paul McCartney did yesterday, like when he did the vocals for that, it was more like just trying to, when he was saying yesterday, all my trouble seems so far away and everything like that. It was more like reflecting. This seems a little bit more like it's coming from in this space here. Not to say Paul McCartney didn't. Well, when I talk about how I feel about the way I'm reacting to something, I just try and I use the best word I possibly can to fit into what I'm trying to say. I might not always select the best ones, but I guess what I'm trying to say is it sounds like Billie's doing a version that makes it sound like she's a little bit broken from it, whereas Paul McCartney's version was more like pining / reflecting. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep this going. This is good.
I'm not half the man I used to be. There's a shadow hanging over me. Yesterday came suddenly.
See, it's a lot slower than Paul McCartney's version, but I'm finding it to be a lot more like, if I could see Billie Eilish performing this, I could almost see her tears coming, you know what I mean? Like it's emotional. I mean, the original track was emotional. Don't let me ever say that it wasn't. It's just she's doing it from, like I said, what feels like more of a broken place, and like maybe that's the way that she could relate to the song best. Like she's obviously probably heard the original many times and gone, okay, well, I need to do it differently than Paul McCartney did it because he did it for his reasons, so here's how I interpret the song. And she's done it in more of a fragile way. You know what I'm saying? I am enjoying it. And I'm hearing a bit of laughing track in the background, and I noticed there was another link for an Oscars performance of this. I'm just wondering if this is the same thing, but obviously on Billie's channel. Y'all can fill me in on that. That melody was perfect.
Such an easy game
This song means a lot to people from Liverpool, by the way. I think like a lot of generations end up really getting a hold of this song because I think probably what's happened over the years is, somebody's father has played it for their son and their son has played it for their son or daughter. I'm not being uninclusive, but it just ends up going from generation to generation. And because Paul McCartney is such a big part of putting Liverpool on the map. I mean, Liverpool were always on the map in history just in terms of, like, Liverpool was the port where people were able to travel between countries, you know what I mean? Like, you would go from the US to Liverpool, so on and so forth, Liverpool to Asia, Liverpool to Australia, back when everybody was traveling by ocean liner, you know what I mean? So I think that kind of phased out somewhat as the early 1900s progressed, but then obviously, it's like Paul McCartney and the boys, they made Liverpool exciting again, and then Liverpool Football Club did a bit of that too, but it's just such a special song, man. But I think we can all relate to it, right? Like, I think we can all put ourselves in this mind frame and probably connect to it in our own way, and that's what makes it special. The way Billie's doing it, it makes me get in more of my feels a little bit, because, like I said, Paul McCartney's version was a little bit more reflective. He was pining, but it was reflective. This seems a little bit more fragile, a little bit more broken. It's different. It's Billie.
Oh, I need a place to hide away. Oh, yesterday.
She is the right person for this. That's really special as well. That orchestra in the background. That's so nice. Special, the violin. That really brings it together. Listen to that. See, the vocals are so different here. Like, if you listen to Paul McCartney's version and then you listen to this version, the vocals are so different. And I think if you did that, you'd understand what I mean by Paul McCartney's being a little bit more reflective. He's pining. He's definitely thinking of a special someone, but it's reflective. And this is more fragile, kind of on the edge kind of thing. It's very, not to say Paul's wasn't from within here, but it's from a like fragile place from within here.
Said something wrong, now I long for yesterday. Love was such an easy game to play. Now I need a place to hide away. Oh, baby, and yesterday.
See the way it ended there?
Yesterday.
See the way that ended there? The way that ended there was closer to the original. So it's like she ended it in a way that everybody was familiar with, where he just hums at the end, so on and so forth, and then she gets a clap. Crazy. I had never heard her do Yesterday before. In fact, I wasn't really even aware that she was aware of the Beatles, but I guess when you get into music, you explore it. This sounds like it might have been at the Oscars then, because there was another link for the Oscars, so maybe you can clear that up. And was she doing this for a reason? Like, what happened? What made her do Yesterday? I'm glad she did it. I'm really glad she did it. The Beatles just mean so much to me, man. I know it's very typical coming from Liverpool to be a Beatles fan, but they are a real special band too, because they really kind of changed the formula of what was rock and roll at the time, because what was really popping at the time when the Beatles came out, I think it was early 60s or mid 60s, whenever it was. They'd had a bit of experience before that, but they really broke onto the scene around that time. And at that time, it was real, like, kind of beach rock started popping, and, it was really just coming off of Elvis and Little Richard. I don't like mentioning Elvis before, like, Little Richard, because Elvis basically took Little Richard's whole style, but, like, Little Richard, and Chuck Berry, guys like that. That's where rock was at the time. Then you just got really special gems like the Beatles, and Buddy Holly just came and took it somewhere else. Buddy Holly's another person you'll need to look up as well. He has a song called Every Day that you would really like. Anyway, man, that was really special. I just enjoyed it, man. I don't have too much more to say. So look, I believe in yesterday, because yesterday I hit 100 subscribers. But tomorrow, we're going to do some more damage, man. You'll have a good night. I'll catch up with you soon.